Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. I want to talk about buyer expectations, what you should expect as a buyer in the Las Vegas real estate market. And the reason why this is kind of an important topic is I woke up this morning to find that a person who was nameless, who basically won't give their name or information, has posted to all of my social media sites with a bad experience they had in Las Vegas buying, and it wasn't even me, it was a different agent, but they put it on all of my stuff. So I just want to address, your expectation, like what you as a buyer should expect. So we're going to start off with this scenario. Couple who claims to be from Canada, although in their Yelp review it says they're from New Mexico, came to the U.S., wanted to buy a house. So the process they used was they would sit in their hotel room at night and look on the internet to find properties they liked. Then they would call an agent, they would drive to the property. Sitting in front of the property, they would look at it, and then they would call the agent and go, okay, we want you to run out here and show us the property. Well, the agent would pull up the property and go, it's not available anymore. And they would get mad, right? It was the agent's fault, I guess, that they wouldn't meet him and show him the property that was already not available. And this, of course, was not someone who had hired the agent. They didn't, enter into any agreement with the agent. They just sort of wanted this agent to just, run around for them. So they go to another property, they find the same thing, they go find one that's actually available, they write an offer on it, and the owner's out of town. A couple days go by, the owner's in Alaska, they can't get a hold of the owner, and they say, fine, we'll just move on to another property. Blame us, blame the real estate agent, like it's our fault that the owner is not responding to their offer. This goes on. The same process. Look at properties on the internet, then go drive it and try to make a call and get a showing on it. So that's a problem. This is the problem. In Las Vegas, there are a lot of homes, especially in the bottom end, that disappear very quickly. And keep in mind that what you see on the internet, there's a delay. It's not instant. The only thing that's instant is the MLS. If you're not in the MLS, you're not getting instant view. These websites pull like once a week or once every day or once at some time, and that's information static. It doesn't update. So if you're looking on the internet on Trulia, Zillow, or any one of those sites, it's not super accurate information. It can be wrong. So it can say it's available, but it cannot be available. So the other thing is, if you're buying a condo or something really small, the chances are that you're going to have to enter into an agreement with an agent. You can't just, gone are the days of just being able to drive around and make a call and have an agent run out and show you a property. And here's the reason for that. Back in the day, if you sold a house, it was probably a $10,000 commission, so agents would do that. A $30,000 condo, it's not even $1,000. An agent's not, and gas is expensive. They're not just going to drive all over and have, and you never buy. So what the agent's going to do is sit down with you, have a consultation in the office, explain the process. You're going to have to formally hire them. You're going to have to sign a piece of paper, stating, I'm hiring you, agent, and this is how you're going to be compensated. Because the problem we have is we show houses, and then you bail and say, forget it, I'm going to go find somebody else. Well, if you want to be treated that way, don't hire an agent. If you have to hire an agent to get that level of service, everyone has to be clear how the agent's going to be compensated. The other comment is that this person says, look, I bought houses in Canada and the Caribbean and never gone through this. Well, this is the U.S., and Las Vegas is unique within that. We have a very unique market. It's a very complex market, and with the nuances of bank owns and short sales and the things that are going on here, your agent's the expert on that. You need to listen to them and do what they say. So your expectations need to be based on what your agent tells you, not based on your previous experience of what it was like to buy a house in Canada or what it was like to buy a house in the Caribbean or some other place. Even if the thing I see the most is somebody will say, Todd, I bought over 10 houses in the past. That's like the worst thing you could do, because now you have this idea of what it's like, and if it's not exactly like that, then somebody is being unethical or cheating you or something, when that's not the case. The other comment that they made was they're just going to deal with the listing agent. That's what they recommend. Just deal with the listing agent. Well, I don't know what you expect to get by doing that. So you're going to do all the research yourself. Then you're going to call the listing agents who are going to tell you the same thing. House is not available. It's not like the listing agent can, that owner in Alaska, it's not like the listing agent can magically get a hold of them. They're presenting an offer, trying to get them. The listing agent already has the offer. Just because you go right to them. There's also this thing out there where if you work with the listing agent, you get a rebate or a discount or something. Well, maybe in some other place where only 30% of the houses sell. My partner and I have listed and sold over 2,000 houses in the last 4 years. That's just in the last 4 years. 2,000 houses in 4 years. And they all sell. So just because you come to us directly, we're not going to, give you a rebate or cut, refund commission to you or anything like that. You're not going to get that, you're not really going to get anything more. All you're going to get is more frustration because you're going to drive around, look at the houses yourself, try to call the agent. They're not going to come out. They're going to send one of their buyer agents out. So it's very complex. Real estate is complex. We as professionals in the industry understand the business. I totally understand your frustrations that you've had. Whoever is out there, whatever problems you've had buying a house here or anywhere else. But you have to have the right expectations. You have to understand how the game is. It's not uncommon to write an offer, have multiple offers, and look, if there's 5 offers on a property, only one person's going to get it. So that means 4 people aren't going to get it. That doesn't mean those 4 agents were unethical or they were greedy or anything. You just couldn't get the property. It's that simple. People list homes to sell them. Agents take out buyers to make sales. We're all in this to make a sale happen, to help the client, to make it all good for everybody. And if it doesn't work, that doesn't mean anyone did a bad job. So, and if you do have a problem, you need to call, the agent. And if you have a problem with me, you need to call me. But don't have a problem with some other person and then go on to, my site and say, oh, I tried to buy a house in Vegas, but Todd Miller is like the bad person for this. Even if they're an agent here, you need to call me so I can get involved. Because I don't even know who the agent is. They wouldn't even say who it is, just it was some other agent. So anyway, that's my update. I just wanted to rant a little bit about the, ridiculous number. I mean, on every blog post I've ever written, they tried to post this like negative thing on every one. It's on all my social media. It's crazy. So, and it's I don't even know what it is. It's not anything that we've done. It's not anything that I've done. So it was a little hilarious. Plus, when I read it, I could see where they were coming from. But I just wanted to sort of rant a little bit, and now that I'm done, I'm good. But the other thing is, the real reason for this is it's a buyer. It's just their expectation. Their expectation was, this is Canada. All I can do is do what I do in Canada. I go online, find a house, call the agent. And actually, in the very end, that's what they state they did. They say they went on to the MLS in Canada, found a condo, and just called the agent and submitted an offer. Of course, they didn't have a bunch of offers. It was available. And they ended up buying that. So, I guess if that works in Canada, that's great. If it works in the Caribbean, that's great. But, it doesn't work here that way, So, trust your professional, listen to the professional, and you'll have a great experience, and you'll get a great deal on a house. And if you don't, you're going to be frustrated, and you won't get anything. So, anyway, that is my update, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.